welcome back to Final Fantasy VI. So we just went up to Zozo. Zozo, right?
Zozo.
Zozo.
Z-O-Z-O.
And that's where we found Terra, who's not looking so hot. Also, Rama killed himself, and now we have his corpse with us, as well as 3 other Espers.
I was gonna say, isn't Terra with? And then I was like, oh no, Terra's still up there because we're like.
And nobody's guarding her. No, actually, our 2 friends are.
I think no, they're.
Did they take her to Narsh? Or are they
Did they
staying
take her
there?
to Narsh? No, she's staying there because
Yeah.
nobody wants to move her, and then they went to Narsh.
Why? Guard her, for Pete's sake. Anyway,
I'm more incensed why they went back to Narsh instead of staying in where are we at anyway?
down there.
I know, but where is it on this thing? It's
Oh.
a door.
Just stay in Zozo. Hang out near the top.
Because like, it's like Narsh. The only reason they went back
They're
to
not bugging you anymore. You got Ramu behind you.
well, the only reason they went back to Narsh was because they still have to look over what's his face? Big old beard guy who's in charge of the Resistance.
Oh, Bannon.
Bannon, thank you, Bannon. Yeah, they need to watch after Bannon because if he dies, the Resistance goes with him, like... Which, understandable.
Why did you make Bannon the load-bearing boss of the Resistance?
Which I can kind of understand if, like, your big guy dies, the entirety of the Resistance goes like, well, he was the only one keeping us all together.
Well, I think you should have a council of people running that instead of one guy who's the linchpin of everything.
Yeah, it's just... It's
That
so
way, if you lose your leader, you have others that can step up.
Oh, it's so stupid how they do stuff like that.
It's
like,
video games. Don't worry. Don't think too hard about it. Anyway.
Video games, it's like every fucking thing.
Anyway, so
Yeah.
we can now equip the dead bodies of Espers.
Yes, we have now Espers and everything. We haven't worked on them, but it's like, I don't really care to. We're going to be doing an opera scene here soon, so...
And a quick note on the Espers, because there's a lot that you can do about them to, like, min-max these things, to learn the spells on a character, and get the right stats on the right character, and all of that. And all the magic that they can learn on top of their original spells and abilities and everything. And being able to equip Espers greatly complicated the game and game mechanics. So, if you want to min-max this crap, more power to you. For a casual player, like us, what we're going to be doing is something much simpler. We equipped one on everybody. We're just going to leave it on them, and not worry about it, until we learn all the spells. Because once you've learned all the spells from that Esper, the only thing that you get out of keeping that Esper equipped is stat bonuses.
On level up.
On level up. So... once we learn the spells, we're going to shuffle them around so other people can learn those spells. If not everybody learns every spell, whatever. We're not concerned about that.
Maybe you can do stuff later on in the game where it's like, oh, like, specifically for you, if you want to go like, I want this person to have this thing. It's like, more power to you. You do that, just off screen. It's like,
Yeah, maybe I'll go grind out a spell or something off screen, but we're going to take it at a pretty lax pace.
Yeah, this is not going to be like, oh, here comes the grinding. 10 episodes of grinding, 10 more episodes of grinding, all episodes of grinding.
All grinding, all the time.
Yeah.
Everyone, max level, max stats, max spells.
We're gonna go join the Grinder app. Wait, no. Well, maybe if it's a grinder for subs, I'd join that app. No, wait, the sandwiches.
Anyway.
Yes.
So that's that.
Yeah.
So we have to get, our plan currently is we have to get into the Empire. The only way there is via airship. And the only airship, because the Empire has been really good about shooting them out of the sky, is one owned by...
Setzer.
Seltzer, right.
Yes.
And we have learned that he is going to be going to the Opera House to kidnap the singer, who looks a lot like Celeste. So we have a plan to kidnap him, to counter-kidnap him, and take his airship.
Well, I think the plan is we're going to go ask him to borrow the airship, but we're also going to, like,
violence.
stop a kidnap. Well, maybe. We'll see. I still say it's like, it's hard to tell who has the bigger chest of these two. Like,
hers is sticking out straight up 2 pixels from her legs. His is as well, but it like builds out to that. So I think they're the same size. He's just all muscle.
You could bounce a quarter off those things. There's a bing.
Bing.
No, you could bounce a quarter off of her chest. You could bounce a quarter off of his chest, and it would embed in your head right afterwards. It was like, oh, that was too much tension there. Oh my god, you could grind meat off of those. Oh, I looked it up. That you pronounce it imparsario?
Impresario?
Imparsario.
I don't know. I'd have to see it spelled again.
It's probably in that guide. It's literally the guy who finances and sets up all the entertainment stuff. So, like, I thought it was like...
Impresario.
Impresario, yeah. He's literally the guy who's like, he's the producer, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
Is what he is. So he finances, sets up, and blah, blah, blah.
It is.
Oh, yeah. Emperor Sorrow?
Get him!
Emperor's No! Emperor's Mario!
Oh, of course.
I mean, if you know, you could set up a trap. Like, if you know somebody's going to do something, you could set up a trap for them, right?
Yeah, like, you can also just have her not come out. You can say, hey, by the way, we're,
No. You could have Hildebrand come out in her place.
You can also, like, I don't know, call the police?
I don't know who came up with Hildebrand on the Final Fantasy XIV staff, but they need to be the new president of Square Enix.
Yeah, we'll jump out and nab him. Easy. Where's Maria gonna be? We'll stand behind the curtain. You're about to lose Maria!
What is that sprite look for his... Okay,
It's like, I think it's like sad eyes, or maybe he's looking up.
No, he's closed his eyes like he's going like, oh.
Yeah.
But I think he has like a mustache or something that makes it look... He looks like he just became an emoticon, is what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
He's got like that, like,
Yeah, you're about to lose your job a lot worse than that.
I'm just looking at him with like the mustache and going like, Sabin, you could have had something
Could have
like
had a
that.
mustache.
You could have... He needs the full beard. He can't
does.
just have a mustache. It's not going to work on him. Also...
We already have a mustache anyway.
Yeah, Cyan...
He can't be encroaching on Cyan's territory.
Okay, yeah, Cyan... First of all...
Cyan earned that mustache.
He did. Celeste's power stance here... Yes, I love it.
That
is just like...
That's a good pixel.
I am a general... I was a former general of the Magitech Empire. It's like, you gonna give me that crap?
And I'm gonna kick your butt. Don't worry about whether or not the performance is a success then.
It's like bonking his head.
Like, look, I've seen a friggin' perv jump on the stage in a friggin' Runaway 5 act, and bouncers just came and knocked him off. The show goes on, it's fine. We hide behind a curtain, he shows up, we jump him, knock him off the stage, and then...
Was that when Venus showed up?
Yeah, that was Venus.
Okay, I was
It wasn't a Runaway 5 show, but it was... I think it was just a Venus show, it wasn't a Runaway 5 show.
But
Though
they
did
backing,
perform
weren't
together
they?
once. They did perform together
I thought they
once.
were backing her show. Or is this just a set?
They,
Like, there was
they took over once she...
Okay, so it was like
left.
there was a Runaway 5
Or no.
show.
She took over once they left, because the first thing we did when we got in town was the Runaway 5 was running the show.
Yeah.
And then we bailed them out, and then Venus started showing. They may have been showing simultaneously, though. So he just, like, lost the Runaway 5 as a show.
Maybe in the end credits they were... Anyway, yeah.
Doesn't matter.
I'd have to play through that game again. But I'd have to deal with a photographer, and I'm not snapping my Switch in half for that.
Look, all you have to do...
No.
Let us stand behind
Yeah.
the curtain. When he shows up, we jump him, yank him off stage, and then your performance goes on. We'll try to be as quiet as possible. She just blinks.
Yeah, I like that. It's like, did I come up with a smart plan? It's like, did he come up with a smart plan? It's like, sir, please stop jumping on the stairs. You'll kill yourself.
You heard me. I am fabulous.
Now, just a minute.
I didn't agree to this. I mean, yeah, honestly, he kidnaps her. What in the world is he gonna do?
Again,
She's just gonna turn around and murder his butt.
yeah, former Gestalian general here.
I was
It's
gonna
like,
say Garlean, but because
I
couldn't
was
remember
fighting that my hardest. I was like, it starts with a G, but it's not Garlean.
yeah,
It's
former
Gestalian.
Garlean. Dang it!
Yeah, even she's like, I'm a former general, not some opera house. Well, Floozy's too hard.
Yeah, I mean, she's a singer and a performer. There's a lot that goes into that. Good job.
First of all, wow, 180 on that whole thing. I'm not an opera singer. Runs in the back, starts practicing the scales.
I gotta practice this and make sure I can do it before anybody can see me.
Also, I want to point out here real quick. I know same company made the whole thing. The games came around the same time, but her smacking into the door was straight a sound from Super Mario RPG, and that just triggered something. And I'm still mad that son of a bitch game ain't on like the Switch on. I don't care what agreement they have with like Square Enix. They need to get that shit on there
Man,
now.
I gotta play Super Mario RPG again.
Oh,
Which is frustrating because we've already played it technically twice on this channel, and I'm like, but
twice.
I did it.
Oh, did you do a randomizer?
No, I did it once.
Oh, you
with
did a
the,
separate, yeah. The
Yeah,
group
I did
and
it once
everything.
with the nubs where we traded off, so I only got 1 star, but I got the last star. Those videos are still up on the channel.
I don't know about everybody else.
No, they're not. Most of them aren't.
There's like God, it's like when you lose a DVD. It's like you lose
Which
a
is
tape or
especially why I
something.
didn't feel so bad when we did it, because, like, most of the rest of that is gone. You know, as it turns out, Celeste can kind of sing.
I just find it funny that the
Or maybe not.
No, I think he's just kind of like the fact that she went like, I'm not an opera singer, and then it rushed in the back and just sang opera.
Yeah, that's the spirit.
Oh,
Oh, no.
it'll be tons of fun. Oh no, what does that tons mean?
Dang it, they didn't read my letter. I mean, you threw it behind them as they were leaving. I don't know what you expected.
I guess he assumed they were gonna turn around. It's nice to see.
Man, look at them going.
Yeah, it's nice to see Vincent Van Gogh going at this. I think Uematsu's conducted before. I don't know specifically. He's like conducted an opera like this, but it's definitely one of those like he's done stuff like a full opera or whatever.
Hmm. Just like real life.
And his fabulous leather pants. If you get that reference, you too need to log off of TV Tropes. Now I remember this.
Oh, that's some good effect.
Yeah, I remember this specifically. Like they just went like,
Yeah, hey, wait a minute. That's 3D. That's...
we're not gonna run this on a Super NES. We're gonna make this work for this release, and it is
You're not allowed to... That's illegal.
up. It is apparently just like marvelous to look at.
Those are polygons. That's illegal. Well, that's what you get for not looking both ways before you walked onto the road.
I mean, I don't want to say it, but he looks like he's a dragoon.
That is some cool looking armor, though. We needed somebody in our group that looks like that. Can we recruit him? Just the actor. Nah, you can't do that!
Ogre Battle did that.
Can't just change the camera angle?
That is so cool they got voice acting.
Man, I
for this.
didn't realize
That
they were
is-
actually singing it. I thought it was just
No,
noise.
he was singing
until
it.
until you stopped me and I listened to it. I was like, oh wow, those are words.
Yeah, he 100% sang that whole thing, and I'm like, oh my god, they actually got voice lines for this whole thing.
You're in control of lock, by the
I
way.
know. I'm just like, oh, I hope this works. We'll see. Okay, fair-ish. He has been living in the woods for
Like, yeah,
the
you're
past
royalty,
decade.
but you've also been
Yeah.
living in the mountains for...
Okay, so this is the other seeds. Okay, I have to ask you,
Mhm.
just for funsies, do you prefer being down there or up on the balcony? Like in theaters like this, because there's like a certain point of like, oh man, it's like you could see the whole show here, but it's also like, and it's like, I guess it's more isolated from everyone, so you know, like you don't get the whole crowd down there, but it's also like, do you get the experience up here just by being able to see everything, even though, like, I'm talking old opera singers where, like, they can project an entire room like this. Like, it is nothing.
Yeah, I feel like when you're sitting far away, what you're seeing is technically in person, but it feels like you could really just be watching it on TV. Like, you can't make out any real life in front of you from that distance. So you want to sit close enough that, like, it feels like you're legitimately there. But also, you don't want to sit too close, because then everything just gets awkward and uncomfortable.
Yeah, you don't want to be like, well, you can't technically be sitting where the band is.
Yeah,
because-
this wouldn't be bad if you were even sitting in the front row, because the band creating some distance.
And usually the
There?
band, and like we're not seeing it where it is, but like the band's like usually
Yeah, the band's
way
lower,
so
so-
and it's usually like a cascading upwards kind of thing.
Yeah.
For the seats, so it's just one. I've been in theaters a couple times, and it's like sometimes you get the nosebleed section, and it's like, is it worth it to be up here in comparison to being down there for the performances?
Yeah. At the same time, I think it'd be neat sitting up here and, like, looking out over everything. And I almost think I would prefer
and just
that.
and just going like, take this, poor people.
I almost think I would prefer that. Just because it wouldn't feel quite as much like I'm just packed in with all the sardines down there on the floor.
Is this where I'm supposed to go?
I don't know.
Nope, it's locked, so I can't. Anyway.
I don't know. I'm done. Mostly.
Oh, okay. Just
I think it'd be neat to see everything from up there.
It-
Since it's a smaller, more secluded area, it would feel a little more private.
I guess it depends on what performance you're seeing, because if it's an opera, it's definitely one of those, like, maybe you want to be up here just so you can experience everything a little more, and because, you know, like I said, opera singers can project, so they know how to, like, sing in this household, this theater. They know what they're doing.
So I have no idea where the dressing room is, by the way, but that's where your goal is.
Yeah, I think it's in the back, but it's just one of those, like, yes, there is a performance underway. That's the
Not gonna let
general
you out there.
audience.
Oh, it's gonna be off to the right where you were.
Yeah, it's just right here.
Really? Ultros went and picked up his letter?
I guess.
Didn't just leave that for us on the way back?
Oh, Maria's in here.
Dang it. We told her to leave.
Let me treasure hunt some stuff here real quick.
I don't think there's anything in here.
There's a chair in my way. Well, there is a back. Oh, this leads to the stage.
Hmm.
Makes sense, it's the dressing room.
Yeah. Well, you prettied up real nice, like.
I would love it if Locke had, like, this whole time he had accent and go like, "You look darn pretty," all of a sudden. I'm like, Locke, where did you come from?
Celeste just... I will kill you. I am just as capable of murder now as I was before.
Okay, what instance?
We've been over this, actually. You can stop blushing now, Locke.
No, I actually had like 15 beers before I came down here.
I'm not going to answer that question.
I still have my own emotional... Is it torments I'm looking for?
I was going to say baggage, but...
It's baggage.
That
but
too.
It's like there's like a nicer one.
Carry on.
No.
Emotional carry on.
I want to say trauma, but I don't know if that's the correct word I'm looking for.
You are now in control of Celeste, and yes, I do suggest you check your lines.
Yeah. Scene 1. Oh, my hero, my beloved. Shout, we still be made to part. Though promises of perennial love yet sing here in my heart. I think perennial is the one that's, like... Is that the once or the constant?
Constant.
Okay. Yeah, annual is the one, like, once. I am the darkness, you're the starlight, shining brightly from afar. Through hours of despair, I offer this prayer. Okay, you really stretch it with the prayer and despair part. To you, my evening star. Must my final vows exchange be with him and not with you?
Oh, she's getting married off.
I think it's the idea is that they're separate. It's the Romeo and Juliet thing.
Yeah.
Were you only here to quiet my fear? Oh, speak, guide me anew.
I read that as Quake My Fear, and just like in the middle of the thing, Quake with fear! Yeah, were you only here to quake with fear?
This is where you pick up the flowers, climb the stairs, and toss the bouquet from the highest balcony. Be sure to finish by the end of the interlude. There isn't much time before the start of Scene 2. Impresario.
Impresario.
Impresario. Hey,
It's you're probably supposed to roll your tongue. It's
oh,
I don't know.
impresario.
Impresario.
Impresario. It's mozzarella.
Yeah, exactly.
Or
Or you could describe it like an American and just go impresario.
Well, I'm kind of trying to because I know you hate that whole like, it's like, I'm a Jersey guy who gotta have some mozzarella on my pizza. It's like, you are Jersey.
Mozzarella, god dang it.
Okay, so that's Scene 2, which is the scene that's after Scene 1 is the one where he's supposed to like sneak up.
Scene 2 is after Scene 1.
Well, no, Scene 1 is where he's supposed to come up and be like, I got you and everything.
Yeah.
You are going to want to scroll that up. I'm going to want to see them answers for myself.
Yeah,
I know
I was
there's
going to
some-
keep them for you, but I'll keep them here for you too. Or I was going to, just...
Because I literally know this is like one of those like, oh, there's events here, and if you screw up, you actually get a game over.
Yup, there sure is stuff going on.
which
There's
is-
a lot of stuff going on here.
Which is such a weird thing to do.
Okay, and with that said, we have actually been BSing around quite a lot for having gotten almost nowhere, and we have a lot to get through in this opera house, so let's get going.
You ready?
Get this show on the road. And I'll do my best to guide you as necessary.
Oh,
That's illegal. Stop it.
that is.
You'll get arrested.
I mean, the Super Famicom SNES is just exploded in the carts
It's like,
and
man, the
pieces.
Super Nintendo sure was a powerful system. Sure was an amazing system, wasn't it?
Could you get this out of the PlayStation?
Probably.
Oh, my hero.
Oh, my hero. Man, not even cracking on those high notes. I'm the darkness.
Still stretching it with that rhyme.
Yeah, you kind of left the Y out. It's must my. Now there's a scene coming up where you're going to have to dance with him. I think it's just an imaginary dance, though I don't know for sure. Just try your best to stay in front of him at all times.
In front of him all the time. I hope it's not isometric, because that's gonna be wonky.
I don't even know how they're going to handle that here. Hit A. Did they make this into like a friggin' rhythm game?
I'm not controlling this.
Okay, walk up the stairs.
I'm
Okay, they just turned it into a quick time event, I guess.
fair. I guess it was kind of annoying.
Especially on the fly. Maybe you wouldn't have figured out immediately, like, what to do or why.
Oh, sorry. You know what's more impressive when you think about this? They have that whole castle set on that stage.
I mean, I guess this is one of the biggest operas in the land for a reason.
Also, that was impressive.
That was good.
Like, even if we're talking, like, old Super NES,
Mhm.
and I know they couldn't, like, do this on the SNES.
Yeah, it was just kind of a 2D
Yeah.
little... I don't
But-
even think they rendered much of the castle. It was just a little scene with a little bit of the thing.
Yeah, it's like, damn, I could see why that was one of those.
Yeah, obviously
Scenes
no,
for
obviously
everyone.
no
Yeah.
dialogue, like no actual auditory singing. But I think maybe they put up like just text on the
It's
screen
text
and then
that
had it
follows
like
with the like.
yeah, and then had it
music and
fade
everything.
out and then fade in the next one.
I want to know one thing.
Where'd she learn to sing?
Well, that too. Did the singers? I want to know if the singers are professional opera singers, and if like Uematsu got to conduct them singing along with this song, because that is impressive. Oh, hey, here's
Hey, a
another.
letter. This could be important.
I owe you guys one, so I'm gonna jam up your opera. Nobody gives me the raspberry. Lone Star. Boom. Uh-oh.
Okay, get a Russian.
No, he's Italian.
I don't know. There is a period where there is a timed event here.
I think this is what's coming up.
And I do not know when that starts, but yes, go talk to Impresario.
No, I was thinking it's the guy from Super Mario Sunshine. It's like Il Palazzo. Okay, you're just all gonna be that. What?
Yeah, eat it.
Well. His name was Draco?
Apparently.
I always love it when operas have to do that. It's like, oh, I gotta sing through these fast. Part of the plan. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not invested in this whole thing. I hope all three of them die.
I like Draco just because he's got cool armor.
Do you think they put this in just for Uematsu? Just because he's, like, literally just loves conducting music. And they were like, we're doing an opera just for him. And he's like, oh, I get to do an opera? Yes! Oh, tons. Oh, this is heavier than I thought. It's going to take me 5 minutes to push this thing off.
Sure hope she keeps standing there for 5 minutes. Anyway, we are now in a hurry.
We haven't a second to lose.
So I believe...
Talk to the stagehand in the room up
On
on
the
the
right.
right. He'll help you get up there. Okay. Leave it to us. Edgar, why are you in charge? Shut up. No time.
No time to think about it, just keep moving. Sure do.
Lower the switch on the far right, but don't touch any of the others.
Got it. Okay, now head back and go on the left.
Yeah, if I can get down the stairs, stupid dashing mechanic.
Thankfully, we have a dash, so this is actually going to go notably easier than it would otherwise.
Yeah. Oh, I keep getting hung up on the chairs. It's like when you're actually rushing and you have a row of chairs to get through and you're like tumbling all over them. Oh, so it unlocks that so we can get up to the cat.
Now, there are rats in the way. Try not to fight them, but you may have to anyway. Just kill them fast as you possibly can. I'll look up stats on them. Stunner and a Goetia. Stunner has 299 HP, 13 attack, weak to fire.
Oh, thank God I'm throwing Rising Phoenix at him.
It can flee.
Okay.
That's pretty much it. It can also use Incisors, which hits a little harder.
Also, yes, the timer is constantly going down.
Mm-hmm. The Goetia has 499 HP, 20 attack, weak to ice.
Damn it.
It also does nothing. Oh, it can use Bacteria, which inflicts sap. And that's it, really.
I'm so glad for Otto.
They're not complicated enemies, they're mostly here to take time.
Yeah.
And given that you can just speed through
Yeah,
these
honestly.
fights with Auto and there's a run mechanic, I feel like we're going to finish with way more time than we otherwise would have had.
I'm gonna have to get into some fights.
Like, this would have been a lot more stressful on the Super Nintendo.
Oh, yeah. Especially because I haven't saved in a while.
Yeah, the only time that you can save before everything here is before even entering the Opera House. Which means if you game over, you're redoing the entire Opera House. I like how it looks like he's chanting a spell to summon more Sobbins.
Hey, I learned silence. Okay, let's see if I can get past this guy without getting into a fight, and we made it.
Alright.
Now I'm going to heal up real quick because I got some potions. And now we're going to have a friendly chat with an octopus. Huh? Oh, rats. They are over there. Die. Whoa. Very Looney Tunes of them.
Oh no, we're here now.
Oh no, they're both dead. Simon, if maybe if you had a beard, you would have cushioned your fall.
Well, get off the stage and maybe we can fake it. You're ruining everything. Oh, never mind. He's actually serving as a narrator. Hold up. I'm trying. That hurt. It was a long fall.
That was a long wind blow there. Just.
So let me think real quick. Thinking quick. Thinking on the fly.
Just throw up an exclamation.
Under a lot of pressure. Yeah, because Celeste.
That SNES clap cheer. Oh dear, what dreadful acting.
Yeah, you're going to call her by the wrong name.
Stop calling it to attention.
You've also... Really? You're playing along too?
Well, arguably there is a duel supposed to be happening.
Yeah, but that Ultros is actually playing along.
He's a fan of music?
Yeah, maybe he's just digging the scene.
It's
me again.
Long time no see. Did you miss me?
Okay, let's see here. Ultros fight number 2.
Ooh, that tentacle hurt.
He has 2,550 HP, 13 attack, weak to fire and lightning, immune to most status effects. He can use Imp Song, Tentacle, Fire, Level 3 Confuse, Megavolt, Drain, and Acid Rain. He can also use Ink, which inflicts blind. So in the grand scheme of things, not a ton of HP?
Thwarted again.
But he can hit you hard.
I feel like such a sucker.
With a lot.
Was that it?
Only 2,500 HP.
Was that it? Thought I was gonna die. It's like, nope. We've been told to hold it right there. But who could possibly be telling us to hold it right there? Nobody else can crash this party.
You're not allowed to crash this party. I'm crashing this party.
Oh, right. The guy who's going to crash the party and steal Maria. I completely forgot about him.
Hey, wait a minute.
Setzer. Your coat's more fabulous than the artwork, which you can own at the Gold Saucer in Final Fantasy XIV. Ooh, he gets gray. My name's actually Celeste. Well, anyway, bring in the real Maria.
We did it.
That poor conductor and band is like, just go with it, guys.
We did it. Celeste has successfully been kidnapped.